What's shaking YouTube eyes? Welcome to Lords of the Late and Better Than Never box. Sorry we're running late there today, dear boys and girls, but I got the notes a little bit late. I was a tad bit busy with work, but you know what? The show must go on, and you know why? Because why would we deny you Freestyle Friday? Why would we? That one too. I want to see you guys dance.
What are you doing?
It's a man world. 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 Baby talk. Baby talk. Baby talk. Baby talk.
Don't got time for Randall Park this week, man, but we're just gonna rock it with that. Gabe, so
Remember, don't just because Matt was late doesn't mean Randall Park gets hosed. Fuck that. I ain't playing that. You gotta play me.
JB ain't fucking around today.
The baddest on the microphone apparatus is here. When I rock a rhyme, often eyes are dropping a tear. It's so beautiful, it's America's landscapes when this man makes lyrics like the syrups that you pour upon your pancakes. My mandate is to grip minds like a handshake. Spit Orlando Lakes and go skinny dip with the fan base. Over any damn breakbeat, I hastily make pastries tastier than anything that Wolfgang makes. So take notes out of suckers, I make coats, lump of some like Bubba Gump, fishing on lake boats. I take jokes and turn the comedy into drama. I'm bagging on your mama, I'm Jeffrey Dahmer behind ya. I'm a rhyme writer, lock stock, smoking the ganja. Rebuttals befuddle, leaving a puddle of saliva, sillies. You couldn't handle Randall when I throw my grammar at you. It hit your head and you would think I threw a hammer at you. I point the camera at you like Herb Ritz. Develop it, then use the pictures to pick up bird shits. You're nervous as the impervious wordsmiths hanging out in Rafa's new crib come with the verses.
All right. Satisfied.
Now
Honorary member, man. Come on.
Good for you.
Gabe, say what's good to people.
What's up, everybody? It feels like a shaker show now with that. Pay attention. This list is kind of out there. So this is going to be an interesting one.
Speaking of out there, Laura, say what's good.
Whoa. I confess I have not even looked. Why is that funny, JB? Why? You chuckled. Out there.
Because I've been drinking for the last 3 hours. That's why.
All right. I haven't looked at the list, so I have no idea what this is going to look like, but I'm excited to be here. These guys are hilarious. Yeah.
The notorious JIB. Say what's
yeah,
good.
You know, there's we found a couple breweries near the place, man, and they do like to-go stuff. I'm just pumped on that. Welcome to the show, everybody. Make sure you comment on this last Tuesday show. I think we're giving away some of Laura's books tonight, right? We're gonna give away some of Laura's books.
What's dropping Friday? You guys have everything dropping tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow we are dropping World Tree. World Tree number 5. Yes. Remember, that's what we were going to give away tonight. It's not even released yet.
We're giving away
Whoa.
World Tree
First
number 5.
dibs.
Yeah.
Wow,
See?
talk about
See?
exclusives.
Nice.
All right, welcome to the comic book shakers of the week. This comes from our friends at CovrPrice.com, focusing on new sales or the most interesting sales found on their exclusive daily shakers list. This list changes several times every day, so make sure you check it out every day to review some of the hottest trending books on the market. And let's kick it off with number 1. What do we have? These are in alphabetical order, not by any value or anything. So what do we have for number 1?
Number 1 is B for Bongo Comics presents Futurama Comics number 1, San Diego Comic-Con International variant cover. Bongo back in 2000. Futurama is back, baby. This beloved franchise debuted way back in 1999. And of course, followed up with a comic adaptation of this book. And exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con back in 2000. San Diego Comic-Con has been a hype springboard for Futurama for years. As after it was canceled and revived in 2007, creator Matt Groening released another series of rare variants at San Diego Comic-Con. They pulled out all the stops this year with the revival of Futurama once again coming to Hulu. They're placing Futurama at the forefront of everybody's minds. One such fan said, "Hell with it," visiting the aftermarket to secure this book. They dropped a shiny $592 for a CGC 9.8, up almost $100 over its last high sell of $400 last year. This book has This book has. That's a new word that Matt put in here this week. Vacillated.
Vacillated.
That sounds naughty.
That sounds really nasty. That's why I skipped it. Notice how I was first here and I avoided this read, and you still chose it, Gabe. It's
vacillated.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's vacillated.
All right.
I know that word.
This book has vacillated greatly over the years as interest in the series has grown and waned. Well, if this new season hits, we could see this book move for even higher, especially if it's not a one-off deal.
Well done.
Whoa,
man.
Bongo Comics Futurama number 1 from San Diego Comic-Con for 9.8 for 5. This is the 2000 version of San Diego Comic-Con for $592. I believe it was Futurama had the saddest episode I've ever seen before. I don't know if you guys remember this, where he leaves his dog at a place and tells him to stay there, and he goes off into adventure. Or is that the other Rick and Morty? I think it's either.
It's Futurama. He tells his dog to sit there, and then that's when he gets trapped and goes into the future.
And his dog stays there forever until he dies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's heartbreaking, bro. Come on.
He's such a good boy, but he just stays there. That's why it's like such a sad episode. You're like, what just happened? Especially if you're, have fur babies. You're like, oh man.
Do you have a dog, TiVo?
I've had multiple dogs. Yeah.
How many dogs do you have?
Well, no, throughout the years, I have a dog right now. But we put down. Let me see. We put down Padme, Leia, and Chewie. And Vader.
Oh,
all Star Wars themed round. The recent one, she doesn't have a Star Wars name one, so we just named her Kimba because she looks like a lion. If you remember, there was an anime in the 70s or 80s called the Kimba the White Lion, which the Lion King basically stole that story for. So just Google it, thing Kimba the White Lion. But anyway, enough of the stuff. Let's go on to number 2.
That needs to go in your notebook. All right, number 2, we have Fright number 3, published by Malibu in 1988. 1-2, Freddy's Coming for You. Your wallets, that is. This book marks the first cover appearance of the iconic Freddy Krueger in comics, and it recently hit an all-time high sale. A CGC 9.4 came to market and quickly sold for 500 bone-chilling smackers. That's quite the jump from its previous all-time high achieved by a fellow CGC 9.4 back in April of this year for $300. There has been a lot of sentimentality brewing for the character, as Robert Englund confirmed this year that he is officially done playing Freddy. Hollywood tried to push forward with another actor, but it never quite hit quite like England's Freddy did. With a recent focus on horror books among the comic community, it's not surprising to see this book command such a price, especially with an excellent cover and sheer limited quantity in high grades on the CGC census. With 42 total on the census, 10 of which being 9.4 grades, followed by 8 9.6s, only one solitary CGC 9.8 is available. If that ever comes to market, one lucky collector opting to pick it up should be prepared for quite the fright when they open their wallets.
I remember Fright number 3 from Malibu, 1988. I remember when the first Nightmare on Elm Street came out, and I was in middle school, and it scared the shit out of me because because you can't, you were like, I can't go to sleep or else I'm afraid, But then as the movies went on, it kind of got more corny, and this cover me sometimes for some reason sings out as his name Tim Vigil, who did Faust, right? I mean, it's that he drew like very detailed black and white comics. If you haven't read Faust, then don't let your kids read it, read yourself. It is a fucking trip.
Yeah, that one has some interesting covers too. I've seen a couple of those covers that are like,
wait till you see what's on the inside.
X-rated.
Oh boy, yeah.
You should see the commissions that he does.
Yeah. I remember that was one of the trivia songs I asked. Is there's a prevailing song through issue number 1 that they keep on singing its lyrics to. It was a song sung by both Elvis and Willie Nelson. So, but I always use trivia. I used it before, I think. All right, what do you have on number 3?
All right, bear with me, everybody. I found a happy hour close. So next up, we've got John Wick number 2, the photo variant, originally published in 2018 from Dynamite Entertainment. As we've noted over the past several months, photo covers depicting the main character from a popular IP have hit a surge in popularity recently. Now, John Wick has been a blockbuster franchise. It's already received 3 sequels since 2014, and John Wick 5 confirmed to already be in development around the same time John Wick 4 was released. Now, the photo cover from issue number 1 is already a pricey book at $100 raw and $450 in a 9.8. But that's not this book. The point is, the franchise is a modern juggernaut, creating some steady, heavy-hitting comics in the aftermarket. It's fitting that it would receive a comic adaptation, and issue number 2 of that run received several variants, including this book, with old Keanu Reeves as John Wick front and center. This book recently sold for $375 in a CGC 9.8, the only 9.8 sale in our database. Previously, the high sale on record was achieved by a CGC 9.4 for a paltry, you ready for this? $21.50.
Wow.
Now, raw copies sell much the same, topping out at about $30 for a reported raw near mint copy earlier this year. Now, the sudden surge is interesting as it happens a month before the release of the John Wick spinoff, the Continental TV series set to hit in September. I'm looking forward to hearing about the Continental. That was always a cool part of that movie. Now, rarely do we see these photo covers climb quite this high, but hey, the Baba Yoga, I thought it was yoga, commands attention. The Baba Yoga.
TiVo. Want to know what I watched last night? That now I'm pulling one of you. I watched this movie with him called The 47 Ronin.
47 Ronin, yeah, excellent. It's an excellent samurai fantasy
so
flick.
Good. It was so good. You've already seen it? Damn it.
Yeah, it's dope though. But things Laura should watch that you should watch is 47 Ronin, where you see it's like first of all, it's based on a true story, the 47 Ronin, right?
Wait, actually?
Yeah, but it's been told throughout the years as a fable and changed, and the movie kind of added more fantasy to it. But 47 Ronin is a real story. I mean, at least the story is real, going back centuries. So if it really happened, I don't know. But it's basically, I think in the beginning of the movie they even say, based on the story, or told the story of the 47 Ronin. And nowadays, John Wick number 2, the photo variant. Nobody gave a shit about photo variants even 2 years ago. I have a Han Solo. I have a Star Wars with a Han Solo photo variant on it, but it's Harrison Ford. And I was like, you know what? eventually one of these days is got to kick up. Maybe I'm the one that has to sell it. But you ever notice in the John Wick movies that even though people are getting murked left and right in public, nobody really like screams and runs anywhere. It's like they're all in on it. Like even in John Wick, like 2 or 3, when in John Wick 3, when they were in the club, when they were just duking it out, and people were just dancing and raving out. And in John Wick 2, they were in the kind of subway car scene, and the people were just walking around. Half of them were assassins, though. But regardless, the other people didn't give a shit. It's almost like they knew, like,
come on, man. The New York subway, they don't give a shit. They're like, yeah,
I know, right? Oh, by the way, there's just some guys trying to stab each other.
What about the fact that every character he plays is basically interchangeable? It's like the same person from the Matrix is the same guy in John Wick, which is the same guy in the 47 Ronin, which is the same guy from that bus movie. What's that movie?
Same guy in the comic book too, man.
Because we all live in the Matrix.
Speed is a little bit different.
Speed, yes.
Yeah, Speed, yeah.
But, he's like the same person, but I'm not saying it's bad. It works, but it's the same character over and over.
Whoa. He doesn't say that, though.
Bill and Ted.
That's the only one I can think of where it's like, okay, that's a different character for him.
All right, blast lore in the comments if there's a John Wick movie that you say John Wick
Point Break's my favorite. Come on,
I've never seen Point Break.
Utah, give me 2.
Johnny Utah. All right, what do you have for number 4?
All right, this one's great too. Mortal Kombat, Blood and Thunder number 1. This is the gold foil. Take a shot, JB. This is the gold.
Are we doing that?
Cover.
Are we doing that today? All right, let's do it.
We're doing shots on foil. Is that the new secret word? Holy shit.
That should be the new tradition of the show. So this came out from good old Malibu in 1994. Mortal Kombat remains one of the most beloved franchises in video game culture. While the recent film adaptation was met with a lukewarm response from critics, fans seem to enjoy seeing their favorite characters in live action again in a more modern film. Mortal Kombat comics have trended upward for years, with a specific few standing out. One of those standouts is the Mortal Kombat number 1 gold foil variant from Malibu Comics. This past week saw an extremely rare 9.9 sell for $600.
Wow.
While this is certainly a new high for this book, we also have to take into account the fact that it's a 9.9, which seems like a steal for its finger-dinging this finger-dinging cover.
Watch it now.
Yeah, exactly. This particular Malibu series will surely continue seeing love for Mortal Kombat fans, as it was the first comics to show the legendary characters Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden, Liu Kang, Kano, and etc. There is a new Mortal Kombat game coming out this year, which looks great, and some installments planned in the film universe. So expect to see an abundance of Mortal Kombat books selling forward.
Yeah, it's one of those books I always say it's either 9.8 or it's not. Even the picture that you got is killerly. You got some impressible or unpressible dings on the spine. I mean,
yeah,
that,
but 600 for a 9.9. The graphics incorrect, but the 600 for a 9.9 is nuts.
Yeah, so
like, that's nothing. That's so cheap.
2 degrees separation. Laura just brought up 47 Ronin. The same actor who played Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat film was also in 47 Ronin, the Japanese actor.
Okay.
So the owner of the Continental.
You have to narrow it down for me.
The owner of the Continental in Japan is also Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. He's a famous Japanese actor. He's also in. I
thought you meant the original Scorpion actor from the first.
No, in the new one, the new.
That's
Mortal
what
Kombat
I was
film.
thinking. I was like,
no, you guys haven't seen the new Mortal Kombat film?
Yeah, no, I saw it. I just always, when I hear Mortal Kombat movie, I think of the first one.
Which sucked. I don't care what anybody
says.
That movie
fucking sucks.
No, it sucks. It sucks. The fighting is awful. The only good thing it has going for it is the song.
It's based on a fighting video game. How good is fighting supposed to be?
Yeah, the corniness.
Better than that. Even at the time, fighting movies were better than that. But sorry,
it was Talisa Soto in a little skimpy outfit. I'm good.
Right. I mean, come on, TiVo. It's iconic. It's one of those films where the CGC is not on point, the fighting's not on point, but that's what makes it great.
The second one, even better. Annihilation.
I've been watching martial arts movies since I was, in in the 70s, so I appreciate good fighting. So there was only a few good new Mortal
I've been
Kombat
watching
scene.
American Ninja movies all week, and I love
Oh
that.
my god, those are awful. Oh my god, stop it.
Come on, man.
Makes-
Michael Dudikoff, the little white guy just kicking everybody's ass. Come on.
Yeah, stop it. All right, number
Drunken
4 on the list,
Shakers.
Mortal
Here we
Kombat,
go,
Blood and
folks.
He
Thunder.
speaks less words
Number
than
one.
Keanu Reeves does in his movies.
Yeah, stop it. All right, what do we have next?
Mm.
Is this my turn?
No,
Yes,
it's
it
JB.
is, Laura.
Oh, no, it's JB.
Oh, no, it is your turn. I'm sorry.
Oh, it is?
No.
Shit. Okay. Wait, is it or not?
It's your turn, Laura. Come on, man.
Sorry, this is your fault. I don't. Okay. Number 5, One Punch Man #1 from 2019, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, published by Viz Media. Manga-based properties tend to be a source of debate for many collectors. A popular manga series often have first appearances in manga magazines like Shonen Jump or in digest-sized graphic novels, either in English or in their original language. When a One Punch Man film was announced at Sony Pictures in 2022, fans gravitated toward the property's first traditional comic appearance in the One Punch Man / My Hero Academia Free Comic Book Day edition. However, One Punch Man was first published in Japanese by Shueisha Publishing in 2009 and then translated into English by Viz Media in 2015. The first US version has a massive print run that's pretty difficult to distinguish from additional print runs, and it's quite large. However, years later, in 2019, Viz Media printed this limited edition for San Diego Comic-Con with a purchase price of $9.99. This week, a copy sold for a new high sale of $412 raw. The power and popularity of manga right now should not be ignored.
Wow, I had no idea. I've never gotten into One Punch Man, to be honest with you, but like yesterday I was trying to binge some recent like anime mecha based stuff, you know what I mean? And there's not
Yeah.
much of it anymore, right? There used to be a ton of it in the 80s, like, you know, if you think about Gundam and Voltron and all those, but I mean, if you do find it, it's like, you know, on Crunchyroll or something like that, which is Crunchyroll is like one of the online streamers that specific does a lot of like animation, anime specifically, because one of my favorite and craziest animes just came out with a season 2 on Netflix. Things that TiVo watched said you should watch.
Dun, dun,
It's called
dun.
Here we go.
Bastard the Heavy Metal Stories. It is absolutely bonkers, damn near pornographic at times.
The heavy metal stories, like from the movie Heavy Metal, or
So it's here,
magazine
hold on.
Heavy
It has
Metal?
nothing to do with that, actually. So
It's
you
just like
see,
biographies
it's
of heavy metal
called
bands.
it's called Bastard Heavy Metal Dark Fantasy, and so basically, the
That's
person
just random words thrown together. That doesn't make any sense.
well, it's Japanese, so it was made first as a manga and then an anime, and apparently the creator was heavy into heavy metal. So when you watch the show, there's interesting things they throw in there. Like all of a sudden you see the name of a musician in a metal band or a song from a metal band. You know what? It's just these kind of it takes place in a post-apocalyptic future where, of course, everything goes back to kind of like Japanese feudal times where there's samurai and sorcerer and monsters and demons and the main villain's name is Dark Schneider of all things, right? It's named for somebody, but it's on Netflix right now, season 2.
From D. Snyder.
Exactly, yeah. So it has all these interesting names. So there's a lot of like there's a Japanese word for fan service where they show half naked women on it,
Really?
which I was shocked to have it appeared on Netflix.
well, hold on, well, excuse me. So just showing half naked women is for the fans?
Well, it's called ichi or something. There's a Japanese word for it where they're not fully nude, but they show a lot of cleavage and this and that. I know some of you
Yeah, it looks like my Instagram feed.
you anime hentai freaks know what I'm talking about. It's not full blown anime
Jesus, Gabe.
hentai, but it's just there's I didn't know there were so many subgenres of hentai. Once you start like looking at Bastard, the manga is far more revealing, explicitly revealing as
It's
opposed
edgy. It
to
is edgy.
It is etchy. Yeah, see, I'm right. Etchy. See, I'm not a
Etchy.
perv. So yeah. It's but it's also the story is pretty fun. It's not like childish anime. It's pretty violent. It's pretty dark. It's called heavy metal dark fantasy for a reason. But there you go. Check it out. It's on Netflix. What are you gonna do? Else are you gonna do? All right. What do we have for number 7?
Sleep? I don't know, Tivo. Maybe sleep.
Sleep is a good
Sleep is
idea.
overrated.
You sleep when you're dead.
Wait, isn't this number 6 though, not 7? Or am I wrong?
Yeah. This is number 7. I'm on number.
And JB, I practiced this one thinking it was mine, so you better nail it.
Number 6. Oh, great.
Mhm.
I've already practiced it a couple times, but Tivo, see, still has the wrong graphic up. He's working on it. But you know what? Tivo, you're muted. There
Fix
you
it
go,
right now.
folks.
I'll
If you
fix
had
it
that
right
on
now,
your bingo
man. I'll
card
fix it
tonight,
right
make sure
now.
you take a shot because that's one of the ones we use most often.
We really need to make that bingo card and put it on the Instagram or something.
I got to get the bingo card up on the
I'd play that. That'd be
Instagram.
fun.
Tivo
There we go.
muted is definitely on. All right.
Don't mess up, baby. Don't mess up.
Don't mess up. I'll probably mess up the name right off the bat, too. Would you like to read this, Laura? I mean, if you
No.
practice it, I would love to hear how
No.
well you have practiced this.
He's
Does
like
anybody else in
forward
the chat
bingo
want to hear
card.
Laura
No,
read
just
this?
go. I want to
In
hear
fact,
you
Laura,
read
you
it.
know what? Since you've practiced this one already, I will defer to you. Go ahead, Laura. Take it away.
Fine. Regular show. Skips number 1. Matthew Waite, 2014. Emerald City Comic Con. Boom Studios, 2013. Exclusive.
Boom.
You want? Now you want to do the rest? I did the title.
Might as well
All
do the
right.
rest.
Regular Show Skips is a spin-off comic series based on the popular animated television show Regular Show,
Okay.
focusing on the character Skips, the immortal Yeti groundskeeper of the park. The comic delves into his past and presents new adventures. Written and illustrated by the show's creator J.G. Quintel, along with Matt Rupert, this comic offers fans a deeper look into Skip's history and his experiences before and during the time at the park. With its witty humor and character-driven storytelling, Regular Show Skips adds an extra layer of enjoyment for fans of the original show while offering new insights into one of its beloved characters. However, the spin-off was very niche for comic collectors. Artist Matthew Waite is most notable for creating some of the best and most expensive video game homage covers, like, you ready for these? Deadpool issue number 11, that Hastings Mario homage, and the Cobra Kai issue number 3 NES Karate Kid homage. His depiction of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for one of Boom's 2014 East Coast Comic Con exclusives, it's absolutely fantastic, and it's impossible to find. Yet, we tracked a huge jump in price from previous sales of only $6 to this $150 sale for a near mint raw this week. Now, expect this to continue to increase.
Damn, you nailed it. Not a single mistake. Well done. Well done. I was waiting. You nailed
Very
it.
well done. So regular show skips number 1, which is an interesting title in itself, from 2014 Emerald City Comic Con for Raw Dog, 150 bones. So I'm proud to say I played my Punch Out in the arcade and finished it on 1 quarter because it took a while, but I was able to finish it. You know, yeah.
That's impressive.
Shall we do a little trivia in the live chat for this?
Trivia in the live chat. I love little trivia.
Yes,
in the live
let's do
Yeah.
that.
Who's the last person you fight on the Mike Tyson Punch Out?
Ooh, does anybody in the
win-
live chat
win the game.
know?
Wait,
Are
we
they
need
going to win a prize?
okay.
Do I need to get a starting line for this?
Yeah,
Is
they
this
win a prize.
Let's get a prize going on air. Who is the last person that you face in Punch Out?
Timothy says Mike Tyson. Is
Wait,
that right?
is it Punch
No,
Out or Mike
that's-
Tyson's Punch Out?
No, Punch Out. Because
Okay.
that, yeah, I'm
They're
talking
all
about
saying
Punch
Mike
Out.
Tyson.
That's easy. That's the NES version. We're talking about
Wait,
the original video game.
Sandman. Is it Sandman?
Oh my God, you're not supposed to be in this?
No, I'm not.
No,
Read the
someone
chat.
wrote it in the chat.
All right, yeah, it's Sandman. Yeah, I was like, why are you giving away the answer?
What are you giving away the answer
No,
for?
Matt.
All right, Laura's gonna send you one special comic. The Gabe already bounced out. He's like, fuck you guys. Anyway,
He's like, I'm out
Yeah.
of here.
no, once it became out on Nintendo, then it was Mike Tyson's Punch Out. But when it was in the arcade, it was just called Punch Out, and you would fight random dudes like Pistol Hurricane and Glass Joe, and all these other weird dudes, So, but Sandman was like the last one that you would fight. But
Will
great
Wang,
job.
congratulations to you. Make sure to reach out to Laura at Bird City Comics.
And they're going to send you just
Your
one copy of
product.
the new World Tree that's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, but definitely DM us, otherwise I will forget.
Yeah, you must. Yeah, send a message.
Yeah. So, all right, Gabe's back now. He was discussing with this, but what do we have at number 7? Whoops, we kind of related to it, but
It's all good. So yeah, number 7. Simpsons One-Shot Wonders, Ralph Wiggum Comics #1. News. This is a newsstand. Print is Dead. From Bongo Comics 2012. If you ever dug through a box of Simpsons comics, you'll likely come across the direct edition of this issue. However, there were 5 different covers of this, and each features a different quote bubble. For example, the direct edition states, "I'm a comic book." A B cover, its word bubble is, "It's my first tissue." And a C cover comes with, "I'm in mint conditioner." And then 2 very hard to find newsstands that states, "Ralph means throw up." And this particular cover, "Daddy says print is dead." These 2 newsstands are exceptionally tough to find today. In 11 years, they're practically ghosts. The throw up cover was an exclusive purchase on the comic rack at Toys R Us. And this Print is Dead was only available at Barnes & Noble.
Wow.
2011 was close to the end of the newsstand edition, hence their scarcity. To add to the scarcity, Bongo had a contest around this issue, asking fans to find all 5 covers and email a picture holding all the covers. The winner, Sam Young, won the prize of being featured as a Simpsons character in any Simpsons comic of their choice. He chose Simpsons Comics 197. This week is the first time we've ever seen a sale for The Print is Dead, with a raw sale of $120. That was kind of anticlimactic. We've tracked one sale of the throw-up cover at $1 in 2022. This is a great example of sellers listing these while having no clue of their scarcity and high value. To that point, these are great books to look for in the wild, but pay close attention to these various phrases.
So I'm assuming this is Sam Young here, this guy that gets a burger shoved in his face or whatever.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
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 Okay.
His claim to fame. We always say, hey, you send us picture. They actually did it back then. They actually told you to take a picture with all the covers and
Proof of life.
Send your prize.
There you
Proof
go.
of life, you know. Hey, so we weren't the ones that started it, but we perfected it. I'm just kidding. All right. Ralph Wiggum Comics #1 newsstand, Print is Dead, Bongo from 2012. Wow. Wasn't that telling you?
That's what I put on your eBay save list.
Yeah. I mean, I would never guess Ralph Wiggum, but go figure. Anyway, what do we have for number 8?
All right, number 8, we have Spyro number
Damn.
1071. It's an unknown publisher from 1958. Spyro is listed as an unknown UK publisher, but CGC has it down as Edition Dupuis SA, a
Well
Belgian-based publisher still in existence today. Jean Dupuis started the comic and magazine company in 1922, but it has since been sold and changed hands. Spyro is a famous European comic strip created in 1938 that follows the fantastical stories of Spyro, the main character, and his sidekick, Fantasio. The most substantial claim to fame for Belgium's rubber stamp on popular culture, however, don't forget the beer and the chocolate, are those lovable characters known as the Smurfs. And this book features their first appearance. 1981 was the year that the Smurfs started their North American revolution and catapulted these blue characters into a cultural phenomenon. Earlier this week, we had a top sale of $1,500 for a CGC 9.0. It came through in a Valentine's Day 2025 release date approaching soon. Paramount is hoping for this to be the comeback for the franchise. I grew up with the Smurfs. This is amazing.
You crushed that read, Laura. You killed the French accent, and I had no idea this was the first appearance of the Smurfs.
Yeah, Lagerstyle says he has it in a 6.0.
Wow, that's incredible. I had no idea.
Do we need proof of life on that one? Do we need
That's the proof of life.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. People
Liger,
don't realize how
post
much
this
of a
on social media. Please tag
Yeah.
LOTLB, the hashtag, so that we can
Yeah,
all
people don't
along.
realize how much the French and the British have been in comic book history, especially British writers. But in France, you had Mobius, very famous French artist, right? Most people
I
find
love
out when,
Mobius.
yeah, when he did Silver Surfer, right? When he did it for that Epic, I think it was an Epic imprint, right? Mobius was there's a famous line in a movie, things that you should watch that TV was watch called
Dun dun dun. Take a shot.
what's that submarine movie with Denzel Washington? And
Hunt for Red October.
no, that's the other one. That's Jack Ryan. Crimson Tide. So Crimson Tide, two sailors are having an argument over who is the better Silver Surfer artist. Is it Mobius or is it Jack Kirby? Right. So Denzel breaks up the fight and he says, and everybody knows that Jack Kirby is the king. And so it's just a little moment in this tense scene inside this submarine where two sailors are arguing about a comic book. And you know that whoever wrote this was New Comics because he brought up Silver Surfer Mobius and they brought up Jack Kirby Mobius. So, I mean, that's a pretty cool geek within a espionage submarine movies called Crimson Tide. By the way, you should definitely check it. I have this thing for submarine movies. I love submarine movies. I don't know why, but
U571.
Yep, Das Boot too. Das Boot U571. Yeah. Recently, I saw a French one where this guy he had to detect a submarine that was undetectable with a sonar, but he had really good ears so he could hear it. Yeah, it was really good too.
How about Periscope's Up?
Is that the comedy one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the vein of all those the like airplane films, right?
It's kind of like a Naked Gun kind of thing.
Yeah.
Surely you're not serious.
No, the Abyss doesn't count.
There's a submarine in the beginning.
Yeah, that totally counts. That's totally underwater.
They have to go
Yeah,
first.
but that's underwater. We're talking like submarines fighting one another, submarines battling. I mean, James Cameron just has a fucking boner for anything underwater, so that's underwater well.
Whoa.
We got for number 9. Oh yeah, look at that, my favorite.
Well, I'm serious, and don't call me Shirley. All right, at number 9, final read of the night. By the way, shout out to the chat tonight. Man, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you're enjoying tonight's show, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're watching us on the rewind, man, our rewind our rewind crowd is very, very strong.
JB, we only have
really
21
do appreciate
thumbs
you.
up though, and there's 87 people watching, and we only have 21.
There's only 21 thumbs
Yeah,
up. No way.
yeah.
You got to refresh the screen
No.
more. There's no way there's only 21
I
thumbs
swear.
up.
Let me just
With
refresh
the 87 that we have in
21.
this crowd right now.
Yeah.
No way, man. This is a strong
Yes.
crowd. There's no way they're going to do us like that. I'm telling you. All right. Next up, final read of the night for me. We got Vamps versus Wolves, issue number 4. Oh, shit. The Peach Momoko variants.
Oh,
I'm not mad about this one because this doesn't look like Peach Momoko to me.
All right. Well, originally
So
published
I'm not
in
going to play the
2019 from Unknown Comics. Now, Starter's got a kick. Well, something like that from our pals over at Kickstarter. We have a crowd-funded book on the report this week, inked up by the super popular Peach Momoko. Now, Vamps versus Wolves is about, well, if you're Team Edward or Team Jacob, you get the gist of it. Scott Blair, the independent mastermind behind this backer project, managed to create 5 books in total to round out this story. Vamps versus Wolves Final Battle ended the series with 5 episodes instead of the Pledge 6. I guess it was important that we mention that. I don't know why, but we did.
well, because they paid for 5. They only got 5 out of 6.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It's
That's
credit
drastic.
Kickstarter for 6 and only got 5.
All right, well, there you go. 239 peeps actually coughed up. You ready for this? Good Lord. 239 people coughed up $26,704 to get this printing press into their long boxes. Pretty much anything Momoko is a commodity these days, especially when it's limited to only 100 copies, regardless of who the publisher is. This particular copy went for $300 raw this week, which is the highest sale currently in this category. Considering the rarity of this book, it's interesting to note that there are already 20 recorded sales, and it is continuing an upward trend.
So, Beach Momoko, Advanced Wolves #4, Peach Momoko variant. This is, I don't know if I can say Peach Momoko has a style. I thought she had a style, but she changes it up. And if you were to tell me this is a Peach Momoko variant, I wouldn't believe you, right? It doesn't look anything like,
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed it.
I would
stuff
not
that
have
she's
guessed
done.
it. Maybe kind of because of the watercolor. But I'll tell you
I
what, I
know.
dig that Mustang on the cover. Yeah.
Everything she
Wanda-
does is watercolor.
Yeah. Yeah, I still like the is it the magic cover that she did for
Yeah, that one's
Strange
fantastic.
Academy? Yeah, that one stands apart from me. So all right, last one on the list, boys and girls. So stick around. We're gonna give away some stuff.
All right, last one of the night is
Well, that's an over.
this is this is Zip Jet #1 from our favorite publisher, St. John Comics, 1953. Zip Jet, a short-lived title from St. John's, only produced 2 issues. However, Rocket Man has become a beloved historical icon who recently returned to our hearts with a Rocket Man and Rocket Girl. For the past 80 years, many people have taken on the concept of rocket-powered flying mechanisms to either stop or create chaos. Created as a tribute to Rocket Man, the Rocketeer, created by Dave Stevens, has
Love it.
gained renewed interest of late and remains one of the most well-known similar characters. However, most people associate the original concept with Scoop Comics #1 in 1941. A new high sell of the CGC 6.0 of Zip Jet #1 recently sold for $1,350, doubling the previously high sell record. Surprisingly, there are only 50 graded copies on the census, which means that Cal or Carl Martin still sparks interest amongst collectors.
Wow. So I would have never. So yeah, I was just thinking about Rocketeer and Jennifer Connelly when you brought that up, because she was absolutely gorgeous in that film.
yeah.
Rocketeer is still one of my favorite films. I mean, back then when Rocketeer came out, nobody gave a shit about the Dave Stevens comic. Back then when movies came out, they didn't move comics at all. But it's a fun pulp comic kind of thing. Takes place, I think, in the 30s or 40s. Guy straps on a rocket, he has to save, and famously enough, Timothy Dalton, who played James Bond at one time, it plays the villain in this. But it's directed by the great Joe Johnston, who did Captain America: The First Avenger. He also did the Rocketeer. If you haven't seen that, I highly suggest you watch the Rocketeer. It's good old fashioned fun. I think the movie came out in the late 80s, early 90s, but I mean, it's in the mold of Indiana Jones, kind of this type of adventure films, like, fighting Nazis or pre-Nazi Germany, pre-World War II. So like a rocket pack back then was like high-tech shit. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's see what you're going to get. This winner is going to get a batch of Bird City Comics variants that TiVo has been sitting on. And
I
No.
think we just mentioned
No. This is World Tree. This
Oh,
was
yeah.
for World Tree.
Yeah.
This
okay,
is
this
what
is
we
for World
said
Tree.
on.
All right.
We're sticking to it. This is for World Tree.
And I'm making a note now too, so we don't forget, because we won't have them in our store for like another 4 weeks.
So yeah,
There you
you're
go.
gonna have
how
to
World Tree's
hang out
been.
a little
Can you
bit.
tell me who the artist is?
Yeah, it's Will Shrikey, and he is one of the most phenomenal colored pencil. Like, he spends this cover in particular that we're talking about tonight, he spent like 40 hours developing. It's pretty cool.
That's a lot for a cover artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Laura. If
Yeah.
you're part of the text line, will you get a text when this cover comes out?
Great question, JB. Yes, in fact, you will. If you are sub to our exclusive text line, you will get an alert. And keep in mind, when you respond to those, they go directly to mine and Anthony's cell phones. So respond.
There you
Well,
go. If you want to
don't
strike
say-
up a chat with Anthony
Doesn't take
and
any
Laura,
fluid pictures.
go
so
ahead
don't
and type
send
the
any-
word exclusive.
Now you can't
Yeah.
creep.
Don't send any creepy pictures. Just
Yeah, you never know who you're.
0802.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know who you are, you freaks. All right. Go ahead and let's kickstart and let's see who wins this World Tree here.
You don't want
We
to
got
reload?
two-
Okay, no time.
So we got
I
two
guess
winners
we've
this week,
given
right?
everybody enough time. By the
I
way,
think Will
folks,
Wang
if you're
was the other
watching this
winner,
on-
wasn't it?
Yeah, I took a note of his name already. So we
Yeah.
got him.
If you're watching this on the rewind, make sure to comment your favorite cover in the chat, because we like to use the comments from that show to give away books. We may not do it next Tuesday. We may do it next
Tuesday. I'll give away a
It
batch of Bird
depends
City.
on how TiVo feels.
Okay.
Just saying.
I have a batch of Bird City comics that I can give away.
We've got 48 comments, and the winning comment tonight comes from the Tiger. And the comment is, my grandpa can't even go to the bathroom on his own. Never mind being Batman.
And if you remember, Grandpa was the name of an artist on one of the
Grandpa.
covers.
Oh,
Not
sorry. My grandpa.
But everybody was running with it, and they were leaving grandpa jokes inside the live chat. I was like, it's grandpa. It's not grandpa. Maybe some people call them the grandpas. You know, they're mumas.
Congratulations, the Tiger. Reach out to TiVo and Laura.
Actually, just reach out to Laura on this one.
Yeah.
But leave a comment after this video post, because I still have a stack full of books that you get, and everybody who's liked them so far, you're gonna get like Battle Chasers,
Yes.
Last Ronin,
Yes.
some other shit too. So it's shit.
Or shit, who knows?
Yeah,
All
I have it in
kind
a
of
box
cool
somewhere. I would go to the post office right now, but I'd melt. So it's so fucking hot. It's
Yeah, it is.
disgustingly hot.
Rough.
Yeah. Speaking of hot, Laura,
Oh.
say your last words for the people.
Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. This is always my favorite show of the week. It's just so much fun. So thank you for being here. Give it a thumbs up and make sure you're following these amazing guys on Instagram. All three of their feeds have become one of my little guilty pleasures. I stalk all three of you. So
Speaking of stalking your guilty pleasures, Gabe, say what's good to the people or later to the people. Last words to the people.
Yeah,
Shows
it's
up
cooling
together.
off.
We're not
in
even going to
Vegas,
see
so
what's shaking today because
let's get out of here.
Yeah,
Hey, let's start the show all over again.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, coming up number 1 today is Bongo Comics. B for Bongo. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, JB, any last words?
Yeah, I'm gonna take up like 5. No, thanks for joining us tonight. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Please follow me on Instagram. Please follow Laura, not only on Instagram, but go check out Nerdvana. You guys are killing it. You're just killing it. That channel. You guys are awesome. Gabe, thanks for joining us tonight. TiVo, you're the best. As always, don't forget, we had a good time. Peace.
Also, there's a documentary on Netflix.
Take a shot. You said
Here we go.
documentary.
here we go.
about in the early 1900s, where they were experimenting in New Guinea with artificially inseminating apes with human sperm.
we doing
Send that to Gabe on Instagram because he wants to know the title of it and wants to see it. I only saw part of it and I was disturbed as shit.
Oh, there goes my DMs. I'm gonna get wrecked.
Yeah,
All
welcome
right.
to my life, Gabe. Welcome to my life.
Yeah, I can only imagine. For
I'm gonna
Gabe,
beat off so much.
JB, and Laura, this is T-Bo. See you Tuesday. Until next time, boys and girls, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 3 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Go on and get some, boys. Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
What's in the box?